Kia ora, I'm David Chester with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week at Everything You Need to Know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news bond interest rates pushed higher overnight on a backdrop of stubborn inflation signals. But first, last week American jobless claims slipped slightly to 201,000 and taking the total number on this support to just under 1.9 million. A rise was expected. So far, this leading indicator isn't showing any changed labour market stress. It has been widely expected for months, but just hasn't surfaced yet. Meanwhile, American labour productivity is rising. Output rose 3.1%, while hours worked rose 1.4%, giving a boost to a key economic metric. However, this is the fourth quarter 2022 data, so it's a little dated. American car sales ran at a 15.7 million annual rate in January, a fifth straight month of increase. Easing supply chain pressures are getting the credit as manufacturers are able to deliver more. The US is the world's second largest car market, well behind the expanding Chinese market. Across the Pacific, there was again no useful data released by Chinese authorities, but a survey by the Shanghai-based American Chamber of Commerce in China found most members plan to stay engaged there. But worryingly, a quarter said they'd started disengaging in some way, up from 14% a year ago. In Europe, while energy inflation slowed, food inflation rose. Their CPI dipped to 8.5% in February, the lowest since last May, but above market expectations of 8.2%. This latest data reinforces that inflationary pressure remains high in Europe and bolstered expectations that the ECB will remain hawkish for longer. In Australia, building consents collapsed in January. They slumped 28% month on month to 12,000 units, reversing from an 18% rise in December and coming in worse than market expectations of an 8% drop. That is a decade low. Although it has dropped fast from a low level, the cost of containerised freight fell even more last week, down 2%. Outbound rates from China are the weakest. Rates are now more than 30% lower than 10-year averages that include the very high 2-year pandemic peak. The newest Treasury 10-year yield starts today at 4.08% and up 9 basis points, and its highest since November. And the price of gold will open today at $1,836 an ounce. That's down $5 since yesterday. And oil prices start today up $1 since yesterday at just under $78 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is $84 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is down 0.5 cent at just under 62.1 US cents. Against the Aussie, we're little changed at 92.4 Australian cents, and against the euro, we're unchanged at 58.6 euro cents. That all takes our trade-weighted index to 70.6 and down 20 basis points. Get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.